Hello guys, and welcome back to vllo. You guys loved our DIY sunflower crochet tote bag, so today's video is going to be creating a similar one. This is a butterfly granny square tote bag. The size is adjustable and there are a lot of features that I'd love to tell you guys about. I wanted to create a bag which was perfect for the summer. It was very colorful and it had some sort of butterflies. So we first started off with making butterfly granny squares, this 3D one. It gives a lot of depth and texture to the bag. But after completing one side, we realized it wasn't very practical. So for the back side, we just made a flat one. So this is a flat butterfly, so when it rubs against your body, it is smooth and more practical for use. My favorite feature for this bag is the adjustability of the size. For my sunflower tote bag, I really love it, but sometimes I wish it was smaller or bigger based on what I was going to put in the bag that day. But for this tote bag, it is 3x4 squares originally, but you can adjust it to 3x3 or even 3x2 squares. And the inside of the bag can also have a small divided section, which is great for dividing your objects. Another really interesting part of this project is we started blocking, which makes the granny squares nice and flat and evenly in a square. So we'll show you the process later on in this video. I also wanted to show you guys this butterfly hair tie we made while we're at it. The inside hoop is a elastic. So we'll be releasing this soon and it will be linked in the description. Before you start this video, please like and subscribe to vllo and I'll see you guys at the end. Bye! This is how the 3D butterfly granny square should look like in the beginning. First we're going to start off with a magic circle and then complete 2 double crochets and then chain 2. Repeat this 8 times and this will be row 1. For row 2, we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 3, and another 2 double crochets in the same chain space, and then chain 1, and repeat this for all the chain spaces in row 1. For row 3, first we're going to change the color, then single crochet in 1 chain space, double crochet 5 times into the next chain space, chain 3, insert your hook into the previous loop, and single crochet. I will demonstrate this in the next clip, and then double crochet 5 times in the same chain space. Each one of these corners are the same process, except some of them use double crochet and some of them use treble crochet. We start with 2 double crochets and then 2 treble crochets, 2 double and then 2 treble. Basically, when we fold over this in half, we want the 2 double crochets to line up, so this will be the bottom of the butterfly, so the bigger wings are at the top. Here I'm just going to demonstrate what I mentioned in the previous clip. Right now I'm doing 5 double crochets. When we finish that, we have to make the corner, which is a little bit different. So we're going to chain 3 and then reach into the chain space as I'm demonstrating here and pull through. Then we are going to continue another 5 double crochets on the other side. We left off here at the peak. This is 5 double crochet and now we've reached the bottom of the butterfly. Slip stitch, and then this is 12 chain stitch. Now we're going to fold the butterfly in half. You can see the shape of the butterfly start to form, and then we're going to take this chain and wrap it around. Once we see the other side, we're going to take our hook and do a slip stitch. Chain 6. Go to the back of the butterfly and do a slip stitch again. You should see 2 chains in the front here. Then we're going to do chain 16. This is chain 16 finished. We're going to fold in half and reach towards the back of the butterfly and do a slip stitch. This is the butterfly done. This loop will be the 2 antennas. This is the butterfly we have so far, and now we have to complete the 4th and 5th row, which is this white part. So first we're going to have to change color, and then I'm going to start in this hole right here, which is the corner. Make sure you are only crocheting the bottom of the butterfly for this next row. So we're starting in this corner, which is this corner right here. We're going to do 3 double crochets, and since this is the corner of the square, chain 2 and then another 3 double crochets. After that, we're going to pick up at the 3rd loop here. So there's 5, we pick up at the middle one, and then repeat the process of chain 1 only and 3 double crochets all the way until you reach another corner where we will do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another 3. We're going to work our way around, make sure only crocheting the bottom of the butterfly until we reach this corner on the top right, which is this corner right here. To get the illusion of 2 antennas here, we have a loop right here. When we reach the antenna, we're going to chain 1 and then go through the antenna and then continue with the double crochets on the other side. And for the 5th row, it is very similar to the previous row. For all the corners, it will be 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet in the same chain space, which is the corner chain space. For each one on the sides, it will just be 3 double crochet and then 1 chain, and then keep going. Make sure you do the 2 chains for the corner spaces. And that is the end of the 3D granny square. Here are the finished individual 3D granny squares. Look at that 3D butterfly. I love how it turned out. And now I'm just going to try and arrange to see what kind of colors complement each other and how I would like the bag to be arranged. Here's the bag, and I thought it would be a great idea if I could adjust the size of the bag. For example, if I want 3 or even 2 by 3 for the occasion or how much I want to carry. So this is how we're going to do that. First, I'm going to flip the bag inside out, and I'm going to sew on buttons here and here where the stitch markers are. The idea is to be able to take the bottom of the bag, button it up to the buttons like that, and then when you flip it back inside out to the right sides out, the bag will be reduced to the size you would like. So first I'm going to place the buttons in the spaces I want, and then I'm just going to take a needle and thread and sew these buttons into place. Now it's time to put all these squares together and make the thickness or the width of the bag and the strap as well. So the first thing is to lay out all the squares. You do not have to have 12 granny squares, but that's just the size I chose. So I laid out the squares the way I wanted it so the colors complement each other. And then I used a slip stitch, picking up one loop from each square all the way down. And I added these different colors to make it more colorful. So these are these ones. For the outside border, you just pick up the loop from the outside of the granny square and single crochet. So this is what I did all around here. You can change color if you would like. And then the strap is just an extension of the width of the bag. So after the single crochet here, it's chain 70. Then the next row is single crochet for the strap. The next thing is to use the white and use a double crochet all around the strap as well as the thickness of the bag here. So this is just one side of the bag. For the other side, we repeat the same process for these to connect the granny squares together as well as the edge. This is the single crochet, chain 70, single crochet, and then using the white, double crochet all around. So for the white parts, it will be double crochet twice. And then you can see this purple line running along the width as well as the straps. So this is just the same technique as the granny square. So we're going to pick up one loop from each of the whites and connect them with a slip stitch. And this will be how the bag finally comes together. For the top of the bag, we're going to pick up with another color with single crochet all the way down, and then for the next row, just double crochet. As mentioned before, one of the best features of this bag is the adjustable size. So originally this is a 3x4, but we have sewn buttons inside so we can adjust the size, and I'll demonstrate how to do that now. So we're gonna turn the bag inside out. And as you can see here are the 4 buttons that we sewed on. This will make the bag either 3x2 or 3x3. So we're gonna take these bottom 2 holes and either button them here or here depending on the size. So I'm going to demonstrate the 3x3 bag. So the buttons will go through the entirety of the bag. Now we're gonna flip it inside out. This will be the right side out. And then you just have to adjust the bottom a little bit, like so. So now your bag is 3x3. If we put the buttons up one, we could make the bag 3x2 if you would like. When you open the bag, you can also see the excess here, which can be used as a divider or a pocket. hope you guys love watching the process of making this crochet butterfly tote bag, or you guys followed along yourself. Make sure to send me any types of bags you make. I'd love seeing your creations. One more thing I want to mention is the lining of the bag. Some of you guys really like having a lining inside the tote bag, but this tote bag we don't have because of the adjustability of the size. So if you only want one size of the bag, you can for sure do a lining, and I mentioned how to do the lining for any type of bag in my sunflower crochet video, so you guys can go check that out. I'll link it in the description. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to vllo, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!